When I introduce myself to people as a happy, successful 21-year-old, no one pays particular attention to it. However, if I say that I'm a happy, successful lesbian, people suddenly start paying attention. I don't advertise my sexuality because I find it a frivolous expedition. It would be like telling everyone I dislike broccoli. However, I don't hide it either. The philosophy I live by is, those that mind don't matter, and those that matter don't mind. And to my surprise, this is true more often than not. I came out to my mom and many of my friends in my first year at university in 2011. My mom's first reaction was, "Is that it? But my darling, it's not a problem." She didn't treat me differently or reject me because she knows that my sexual orientation doesn't change who I am. Who I date does not define me. I'm still me, and instead of bringing home a boy like I used to, I now bring home a girl. Naturally, it was an adjustment at first, but I told her that your sexuality is not a choice, and she said to me, "My darling, if it was a choice, I would choose it too." After I told my mom, coming out to other people was easy. I only ever needed her acceptance and love, and that's all she's ever given me. After I told her, my fear disappeared because I knew that someone likes and loves me for who I am as a homosexual, but more importantly, for who I am as a person. One of the most surprising things I encountered was that no one was that surprised or shocked when I told them. They all knew I was different, and now they knew in what way. I don't and never had any attraction to men, which is normal to me now, but it wasn't always. Before I came out, I was convinced that I was a heterosexual. I had numerous boyfriends, and despite wishing every one of them was a girl, I was heterosexual. Despite having been in love with numerous women, I was a heterosexual, until one day my friend asked me, "Are you really? Because it's okay to be gay." Those words changed my life, and they freed me. The hardest part of being or realizing you're a homosexual is accepting it yourself. You live your whole life thinking and acting like a heterosexual, and all of a sudden you realize that's not the only way. I actually started looking for evidence that I am a heterosexual. After all, I only ever dated guys, and I conformed to the social stigmas, and I looked at hot guys with my friends. I was even slightly homophobic at one point, so that I could fit in, and I was so scared that people would realize that I'm actually gay. However, after a lot of thought and sleepless nights and excessive weight loss, I realized that there is a serious problem with my heterosexual image if I constantly have to convince myself that I am heterosexual. The pivotal moment for me in my coming out experience happened when I went for a jog one morning, and I came across an image of complete serenity. And in that moment I realized if I wasn't made to be gay, God wouldn't have made me this way. I'm not an expert on the Bible, but I know it says that God made man in his own image. So how can a homosexual be any less beautiful of a human being than a heterosexual? God made us all, and he never made any mistakes. After my acceptance, I finally had an answer to all of the questions I had previously. So many unanswered things in my life finally started making sense, and I was finally at peace with myself. I finally knew who I am, and no one could take that away from me. Many people often discuss homosexuality with me, especially in terms of the Bible that proclaims it being sin. The Bible proclaims many things as sin, yet homosexuality is focused on. If you quote the Bible, you cannot only condemn the homosexuals, but you have to condemn the others too, such as women who are not virgins when they get married, who, according to the Bible, should be stoned to death. I'm not a religious expert, but I'm sure that, unlike humans, God will not condemn you for loving another with your whole heart. After all, God is love, and if you love another, you have God between you. So how can that be wrong by any standards? I don't advertise my sexual orientation, but I don't hide it either. I know that not everyone understands, and that not everyone will accept me, but my life isn't about pleasing others. It's my life, and I shall live it how I please. I'm a happy, successful lesbian, and I'll continue to be so. I like who I am, and that's all that matters. Because other people will come and go, but I have to live with myself for the rest of my life. And that's not a problem